women dominating the world.
What's wrong with women dominating the world, if I may ask?
You'll be talking about gender equality. So why are you now seeking to dominate the world? Women were created by God.
Yes.
As an afterthought.
I beg your pardon.
And now you created two.
You know how God created people first was spirit. Before we were formed in our mother's womb, He had preordained us. God is not somebody that will be saying, "Oh, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot that." He knew what He wanted to do.
What this is all about, if you're wondering what this is all about, this is the Ydm Show. And of course, I am Y for yen, Y for yen is here, and D for dollars. Dolls.
And M for money.
Money. And there you have it, the Ydm Show.
3, 2, 1.
And we're live.
Hello guys, this is Ydm Show again, and you're welcome to this episode of Ydm Show. And with me, I have my friend Dapo is here on my left hand side, and my friend Yen is here with me too. We're going to talk about very interesting topics today. Something that people have asked questions about. That is those who have observed it, and then those who have not really observed it. We're going to say one or two things to, enlighten them, and then for us to also learn together
And get your
own reactions as well. So we're going to talk about
Before you go there, have you noticed?
You don't want me to let it
Have you noticed that I've joined the two blind mice?
Oh my goodness!
The past episode, I was expecting that. Oh, maybe a comment that you've joined them, Abi. People.
There is no way you can run far beyond your shadow.
Okay, now
You've been trying to hide it, but now it is no longer hidden.
Welcome to the club.
I've been in the club for long, but hey, thank you.
Welcome to the club. And then, like I said, we're going to talk about so many things today, a lot of interesting topics. And one of them is we just observed that it seems humanity is gone out of the world. I don't know, thrown into the trash. I don't know. We're going to talk about that today. We're also going to talk about one or two things concerning rape. What do you think about rape? It's been going on, and people are like, what is going on? People are doing it and they're just getting away with it. I'm going to talk about rape today. What do you want to say about it? What does Dapo have to say about it? And then at the end of the day, we'll all come together.
And what does everything have to say about it?
You let me know.
I will let
you let me know, because it's something that people have been asking questions, and we really want to. We're not putting an end to it, but we really want to talk about it today and see how far it will go. So please, we're expecting your comments. We're expecting you to also subscribe and then be part of this show.
Exactly. And when we talk about rape, I know for one thing, rape is on the increase. Every day, everywhere, you hear about one rape case, 10 rape cases, and it's never going to go out of trend.
It's even becoming more absurd. You see, there was a story trending in Ogun State. A 28-year-old father raped his own biological 5-year-old daughter.
It's crazy.
So there are times I start wondering: is it issue of psychology? Is it for ritual? What are they really gaining from it?
Something is wrong.
So the issue is why rape?
Why rape? And what do we do to those?
What kind of punishment can actually, be severe enough to make others learn and stop?
Do you know that rape is as old as even the Bible itself?
Yeah.
That is what
because everything.
I begin to wonder. So why you see your father's wife, you want to do it with her? You see your friend's wife, you see your own blood sister. So
it's something crazy.
It is sickening.
And I think it starts with growing up.
But don't let us. Maureen talked about humanity getting
thrown into the trash.
Can you enlighten me the more, because
sometimes we see things happening around us. I want to give an example. Accidents happen, an accident happens. Very fatal one happens, and you see people gathering around. And the next thing you see people videoing, they're carrying their phones, they're, capturing what is happening instead of giving life to those who need to be rescued at that point in time. You see some are even picking from the pockets of the dead.
Exactly.
When there's an
you are quoting it. They are not picking, they are stealing.
What is happening?
They are stealing from the pockets of the dead, the victims.
Where is humanity?
There was a case of a policeman that saw a young girl that was not properly dressed. She was not she was half naked. She was indecently dressed. She was indecently dressed, and the policeman accosted her and started beating her and tearing her clothes. People gathered and they were recording it. What stopped almost all of a lot of people? What stopped them from stopping the policeman from totally getting the girl naked and beating her? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That also brings me to something similar to what you just said. There was this video I saw a few months ago. A girl was drunk, was walking down the streets, and then there was this madman who accosted her, took her to a corner, and actually had a carnal knowledge of this girl. More than I think you saw that video. It was so pathetic. I felt so bad. She was being raped. A lot of people surrounded and they were helping. They couldn't get the madman out of girl, and the lady herself was not rescued. I felt so terrible. I was like, what is it? Where is humanity? We used to be so humane those days. What is happening to?
Again,
what do you think is the cause of this?
I think number one, the quest. I may be wrong, but I will back my position with some instances. I think the quest to disseminate information. Now, we are taking information even out of the traditional practitioners.
Okay.
Some people are so eager. They might unconsciously be doing it. The quest to inform people about what is happening. Let me give you some instances. Just in recent times, we've been having cases of assault on uniform men or civilians, and you can see that to some extent the information are getting across to the right places. We saw what happened to Sheun Anikula Pokuti recently. We saw even some few days after Tabule Egba axis in Lagos, we saw raw police brutality. 3 men using club on one Okada rider. And even right there, here in Oyo State, at Egbeda axis that is towards Ife, some road safety officials, they assaulted this man, slapped him, they destroyed the windscreen of his car. So, but the video recording helped. I got hold of that video recording and I sent it to the appropriate authorities, FRAC, and just under 48 hours, I think the corps marshal recalled that particular unit of FRAC. So, I'm not justifying what Maureen is saying. People are living humanity. It's true. But then some people will say, okay, they are doing that probably to send out information to people outside there. But then, where you have cases of accidents, I think it is an abnormality for you to be recording while you stand the chance of rescuing the victims. So, I don't know. This advent of the social media, and unfortunately, it is not a Nigerian thing. It is global. I've been seeing so many scenes. Even in the US, you see people recording horrible scenes rather than coming to the rescue.
But anytime such things, I think we should all be conscious of what is happening. If I want to agree to what you said, that people want to pass information. If you're in a place like that, and you see that 1 or 2 persons are already doing the recording, then the next should be to save lives.
Should we even go to action? Should we even record some things? A girl is being stripped naked and you are recording.
You don't record.
Should you record something?
Gory scenes.
Should you record where someone is being killed? And should we do that? Talking about the humanity in us, are we not more like acting like beasts when we do things like that? And I just feel it's we should have a place in us where we can think that if this was my sister, my brother, my father, my mother, would I like it to be recorded rather than do something about it?
You are right, James. You are absolutely right, because I think what should come to our mind first. You get to a scene of an accident. Try whatever you can to rescue these accident victims. Try. You can even call. You can use your phone. You call rescue team. Something is happening somewhere. Please come and do this. Rescue these people instead of just. But then, like I said earlier, some people will tell you that they just want to pass the information across to as many. And again, there are times. I'm not justifying this thing, but there are times such a thing works. Like maybe you ran into a scene of robbery, for example. If you don't have the opportunity to make a call, if you do some recording, you send it across to warn people coming behind you. So it is not. I don't know how to put it. It is neither here nor there, but then it is doing more damages than.
The intention that matters.
Yes. Why are you recording?
And have you asked them for help?
Before you recording.
That's entertainment or just.
Yes. So it is somehow. But then I think the bottom line should be humanity first. Humanity first.
And always, if this were to be me or this were to be my family members, would I like it? Do unto others all you would like others to do unto you. And that should be our mantra, really.
A mindset.
When we are doing this thing.
Also, I live in Lagos, so I also observe something that sometimes you have a breakdown on the road and you are expecting someone to come and help you. Yes, somebody is coming to help you. And then the person comes, tries to help you. And after helping you, he's expecting something in return. Why are these things? I mean, I remember those days, people fall into trouble, things happen, and they're like, they're coming to help and to assist you to get out of trouble.
And the next thing
is,
you won't move on unless you give us something.
And then you become violent about it. If you don't give me the money, I will break the car. I will do this, I will do that.
Maureen.
Then somebody told me also that sometimes you have this accident or something like what I just said. We discover that even those things that cause the accident or those things that make the car break down were put there intentionally on purpose by some particular people who are watching to see people fall into the trap.
It's really
and then when you fall into the trap, they come to you. When they go, they put it back, and then people just keep making money out of it.
Even asking for something in return for a help rendered is still better. I had a nasty experience. My car ran into a ditch. So in the course of trying to get the car out of the ditch, somebody said, "Okay, I can help you. Maybe you are not engaging. Maneuvering the gear very well. I mean the steering very well. That he will try to help me to do that.
Get it out.
I was anxious to get the car out of the ditch, and I left my phone. In between. The moment the guy entered into the car, I knew that something was lost. It was just under some few seconds, and the guy disappeared into the thin air. So humanity is the bottom line.
You know what?
Naturally, if somebody helps you, if you have the means to go beyond mere thank you,
to appreciate the person,
you as a human being.
Yes.
Okay, some guy helped you to lift your car
from a ditch.
If you have the means, I'm not saying it is compulsory to show appreciation.
Why not?
Why not?
It shouldn't be forceful.
But not that it should be forceful. But like you said, some people deliberately damage the road.
It's their source of income.
That is how they make money.
Very bad way.
So in essence,
I think what we should do as human, we should look in the mirror. Like Michael Jackson said, late Michael Jackson, a man in the mirror. Let's look in the mirror. Who is that person in the mirror? Do you understand? So that we can change our ways. And this will just make for change. If we look at ourselves and see ourselves the way we are, and that will help us a lot. I think that
are you watching? I want you to please send in your commentaries, your comments, your suggestions, whatever you have to say to what we're discussing right now.
So
we want to hear from you. Like,
subscribe.
share, and subscribe.
All right. I'll move on to the rape issue. I said earlier that where did it start from? The Bible says, train up your child and you will not, depart from it. Have you been allowing that boy, or sometimes that girls to read, well, maybe.
That will tell you it happens.
No,
you see that?
No, I know that you want to defend this gender.
No. You see, my problem is this. I'm not trying to exonerate a gender.
Let's leave that so that I can make my point. I'm saying that when you bring up a child, a girl child or a boy child, what did you train them to listen to? What did you train them to watch? Because this is what will form them, at the end of the day.
That's true.
So this is where it starts from. It starts from the home, the parents, the teachers, in the schools and all of that. And then it now starts with you also, not training yourself. If you know that you're weak in terms of self-discipline, what are you doing about it? You see a girl, whether she's fully dressed or not fully dressed, you want to
Go after
take her by force.
Mm.
Why would you have a lady by force? Why would you have a man by force? And when you do this, what should happen to you? Because you have destroyed someone for eternity. It's a trauma that lives for life.
Right.
You understand? So you destroy them. What should happen to you?
I want to come in before you even discuss that. That a child is a reflection of the home.
The home, yeah.
There's this animal, a crawling animal, chameleon.
Mm.
It can dance, it changes color.
Mm-hmm.
There's this Yoruba adage. Maybe Vic will help me to translate. I know some English. Alagemo ti bimo. I'm joku so alagemo. That is literally.
They have their child, but it's up to
the child now to know how to dance.
That's why I said sometimes.
So there are times, because we have some children they've lost both parents at a tender age, yet they grew up to become a responsible person in society. I think yes, it's good to have a good parental training.
Yeah.
Now we still require more of training and retraining. You trained, untrained, and you learn to train. There are times even you can come from a not too good background, but you felt I don't want to live the life of my parents. I don't want to live.
And in this case, spirituality can help as well.
So all these
what
things.
Do you believe in, and are you following those beliefs? So we're talking spirituality. You understand, and other things that come to play like habits. What kind of habits do you have? What kind of lifestyle are you living?
Environmental
forces and
peer group. You as parents, what kind of examples are you giving to your children? Or sometimes you say certain things that you're not doing. The children are watching and they learn a lot by watching.
That was what she meant by saying bringing up your child. So it is not just by mere talking to them, seeing what you are doing.
Yeah. So now what do you do? What form of justice should come into play? To give for me.
Are you talking about punishment now?
For rapists, yes. Okay. What do you do? And
I'm waiting for you before
if I want to say my own.
Say your own.
Okay, I told you before we started about the program I was on the radio station, and I was talking about punishment for a rapist, and I said let them cut the thing off so that I would never use it again.
Cut what?
To castrate the
You said cut the thing off.
Cut the thing off, and you know what I'm saying. That's why you have to be cut off. So let them cut it off.
About the women.
Wait.
We'll talk about the women now.
No,
let them cut it off so that the person will never use it again. And because of the fact that we don't have many women do this, I don't know what I can say about it, because really, if we must agree and we must be, realistic and fair, it's mainly men raping women.
But the women that still do it,
the women that do
lock them up. What do I do to them?
Life.
Lock them up for life.
They can't you lock the man?
The man all for life, but they should cut off the thing.
No, you see.
He might use it for fellow inmates.
Hello. And did you know that
Yes,
even the woman that you locked up can still do it with the inmates there? But for me, I hate a rapist with a passion. I will even let go of an arm robber. I don't like arm robbers.
Yeah.
But now we are weighing the two offenses. For me, if I see a rapist, and if it is established that he or she really committed the offense, especially now men, I don't want to wait for any court of law. Severe of the penny is let it go. No, it is not double justice. This is not. I said if it is established.
Okay.
That's
For
what
those
in the court of law you propose.
Because you saw that going to court will take
so long.
And if care is not taken,
but we can't get laws into our hands.
No, wait now.
Instead going to court.
I'm not saying there are times they let go.
Yes.
Of these people, but if it is established, let the judge make a pronouncement
immediately.
Severe it off.
True. Yeah, I think you should.
That is what I mean. Instead of you have the evidence that this person committed the offense, but like Vic asked, what happened to that woman? A woman rapist. What happened to her?
If there's a way they can do the same thing,
slice off the
whatever is possible. Slice off the what?
We mentioned tennis, slice of the vagina. That is
so that they can't because you know what the trauma they put these people that they raise.
It's a lifetime thing.
It's a lifetime.
And again, by the time we resort to that severe punishment, it will serve as a deterrent to others.
They need to be.
It will create this fear that if I'm caught,
if I do this will happen to me.
So they would not do it.
There is no excuse for being a rapist.
A former boss of mine said, I won't mention his name, but he said, I'm a Christian. We're talking about the issue of rape. Let me say I'm a Christian. I'm a devoted one at that. But if any man rapes my daughter, he has 2 daughters. I will. If the court does not serve me justice, it might take 2 years. Cut it off.
That is it.
It's that bad.
Did you watch this film in the early 90s? Sleeping with the Enemy.
I heard about the movie. I think but I might have forgotten.
The lady did justice to the 4 men that raped her. She did it by herself, setting them up.
There's another one.
It's not Sleeping with the Enemy. No, got the title wrong. It's
is it not Sweet? There's one else.
Wait.
No. It's coming, but there was one I saw.
That one,
the one you described.
4 men.
4 men, yeah. The one you described. Sleeping with.
Okay. No, not sleeping.
I spit
on your grave. Yes,
I
spit on your grave. Yes, that's the thing. So we shouldn't treat issue of rape with levity. That is the bottom line. It is because our justice system. Something happened in South Africa recently. I think a few days ago. Some 5 commercial drivers they arrested the rapist, and before anything could happen, they cut off this instrument of damage.
The manhood.
Yes. And they did it to, I think, 4 or 5 of them.
I imagine. But you know what? Yes, just a minute before we go. The issue is that if you have issues with mental issues that makes you do these things, why don't you seek for help? I think it's important. And that's another thing they can do to them if they determine that it's a mental issue case. Instead of castrating, they can actually take them for, where they can be.
But the victim will
we will take it one after the other. You understand?
I am saying, from my hand there, my final word is that
to rape. Cut it off.
Not to rape. My take is that if they should have a severe punishment.
What could be more severe? What could be more severe?
That's what punishment. Whatever law decides.
You don't want them to cut it off.
Well, I don't know what to say on that. I don't believe in castration, but let it be a severe punishment that will scare anyone that even has the thought of doing that at all. It's very unfair. Like you said, it's a very painful thing. It's something that woman or whoever, the victim can never forget forever. And then you see them walking around the streets.
They are damaged.
And then and they keep doing it because the law cannot catch up with them. It is time for even the judiciary to stand up on such issues, because I see that they're not taking it seriously. They're not taking it seriously.
I would say
growing
that's what you want to do. Want them to do to you, except maybe it's a mental issue and you need to get help.
Examined.
All right.
So on that note, we'll come to the end of
Ydm Show
for today.
Our dear viewers are
I'm
there.
sure,
Thanks
I'm sure you have
for
fun.
taking your time to watch us.
For taking your time in a good way, you know.
We are still
We're still here.
And you'll still be seeing more of us.
Yes.
As usual.
And we're waiting to hear from you to serve you better.
Okay, so from Ydm, it's bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Remember, like, subscribe,
And share.
repost, do everything that will make this show go far.
Go viral.
Go far.